In today's Talking Pictures, we're going to look at the story of cycling in Dunedin as we tap into the museum's collection of photos of people on bikes. So when does the story of cycling in Dunedin begin? Well, for that, we need to go back to July 1869, when the Otago Daily Times reported that velocipede mania had come to Dunedin, with a smart-looking machine of the tricycle description made in Chaplin's Cobb & Co coach building factory in Stafford Street, having hit the road. And it literally did hit the road. It capsized on the corner of Mant Street and threw its rider to the ground. Several other machines were in the course of construction. At Port Chalmers, blacksmith Samuel Thompson of Morgan and McGregor's foundry was producing this velocipede, which we have on display in the museum. It was one of 7 machines that turned out for Dunedin's first velocipede race in November 1869. It came second. Such races would become regular events, run by cycling clubs. The Dunedin Bicycle Club held regular runs and outings, as well as the competitive races. The first event on the cycling club calendar was the annual season opening run, which was usually held in about September. Riders in the opening run of the 1880-81 season assembled in Mant Street, where a curious crowd had collected to see the start and seemed pleased with the spectacle when at 3 o'clock, to the last note of the call blown by the club's bugler, the riders arranged 2 deep, mounted simultaneously, the captain leading the band and the deputy captain bringing up the rear. The procession made its way down Princes Street, past the Oval, through Caversham, and then abandoned single file for the rest of the journey out to Mosgiel. The Dunedin Bicycle Club changed its name to the Dunedin Cycling Club at the beginning of the 1883-84 season, which is about the time this photo is thought to have been taken. Around the same time, a rival Otago Bicycle Club was also formed. Edgar Huey Byrne, a son of Otago Girls High School principal Margaret Byrne, became club captain shortly after the name change. And William Nicholson was deputy captain. The competitive events were often held at the Caledonian Ground or at Carisbrook. They began attracting riders from outside the region, and the Dunedin Cycling Club instigated an annual interprovincial bicycle race meeting in Dunedin. One of the competitors in the race pictured in this photo, which probably took place in the late 1880s, appears to be Ted Reed, whose name begins to pop up in newspapers in relation to cycling in the latter half of the 1880s as a competitor and as a member and office holder of the cycling club. Although he's pictured here with an ordinary or high wheeler bicycle, from the end of the 1880s he appears to have competed on a safety bicycle. Now, this photo is thought to show 3 examples of Dunedin cycle dealer William Melville's Maori brand cycles on display at the 1889-90 New Zealand and South Seas exhibition in Dunedin. And on the back of the photo is a letter from Ted Reed to William Melville, dated the 30th of April 1890, in which Reed tells of how he had purchased a Maori safety bicycle from Melville 18 months earlier and how satisfied he was with it. Melville's display in the photo shows his Maori ordinary bicycle with its 52-inch front wheel on the left, the Maori rational bicycle with a 50-inch front wheel on the right, and a Maori safety bicycle with 30-inch wheels in the centre. And so around this time we start to see a mix of both ordinaries and safeties being ridden at cycling club events. This photo is captioned as being the Dunedin Cycling Club's opening run of the season on the 19th of September 1891. It should therefore include Ted Reed, who was then deputy club captain. See if you can spot him. The number of safeties grew and soon outnumbered the Ordinaries.
And by the time this photo was taken, the Ordinaries had all but disappeared.
And women riders became increasingly common, piloting tricycles at this Dunedin Cycling Club outing.
Here they are again. And in 1895, Dunedin's female cycling enthusiasts formed a club of their own, the Maimero Cycling Club.
By 1896, the total number of active riders belonging to the Dunedin Cycling Club was over 300. Between 50 and 60 riders were reported to have made the run to Brighton at the opening of the 1896-97 cycling season. A few weeks later, about 40 members went on a run to Outram, and the weekend after that, 30 of the club's riders went all the way to Lawrence. So that's just a taste of the story of cycling in Dunedin, from boneshaker to penny farthing and beyond. There are many more local cycling stories to be told, but we'll have to leave it at that until another day. So bye for now, and thanks for watching.